This episode of Static is brought to you by Red Dirt Brothers Guitars. This is Static. I'm George Lang. Kate Leary spent her entire childhood moving around America before finally settling down for her college education in Norman. And when it came time to start her music career, she decided to stay here as well. And she recorded her debut CD with Charlie Rail. It's titled Can't Stop Dreaming. This is Kate Leary.
I definitely say originally from Boston. I think that everything that I have out right now, kind of talking about just on the PR side of things, is this native Bostonian, but I'm such an eclectic mix of a lot of things, and moved to Minnesota and Texas and New York. So really different areas of the country, but it was really cool perspective-wise to see that many different kinds of people and to be able to really apply that, I guess at this point, to my music, and which has turned out to be something very important to me. It's just seeing how people interact with one another and just the depth of it most of the time. And I would still call home for me wherever my family is. I got a karaoke machine when I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade, and I can't even imagine what I did to my poor friends, because they'd come over and all I ever wanted to do was sing songs. I started to write really a lot of my own music, consistently about this time last year, so it hasn't been very long. Obviously been singing for a lot longer than that. I met Charlie Rail, who was just a local guy in Norman looking for somebody to work with for music, and long story short, I had spent the summer before in Italy, and it was the first time that I just put so much effort into making something the experience that I wanted it to be. I'd always wanted to go there. I minored in it in school, and I spent 2 months there and came back on just such a high about all these possibilities, and just all the things that you can do with your life if you make it happen. And so thank you to the ad in the newspaper that was musician wanted, and I answered it, and here we are. So it was a really good thing for me. Right now, it's me and Julie Frost is basically my marketing team. And, a big part of it is playing shows out as much as possible. And that's been kind of next step for me, growth period. After all this writing is just getting out there and playing those shows, which is fun for me, so that's not difficult. But then, you really do have to start thinking forward about you've got to think a little bit more nationally than that, or at least regionally. I was talking to a good friend of mine, Ashley Wyndham, who's a fantastic singer as well, and we just get along maybe a little too well sometimes, but we're thinking about this summer going on our own little mini booked tour just between here and Texas and Kansas, Missouri, places like that, to just start getting the word out, and hope that people enjoy our music and come out to watch.